Cyber Dragons. What is there to not love about this deck? It is incredibly powerful. You summon big boss monsters, you got the cutscene, you're popping back row, popping monsters going in for lethal. But what if the best way to play the deck is without Cyber Dragon? Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Experience the future of energy drinks with Fission Energy. Just one cartridge of Fission makes 4 20-ounce energy drinks. What's amazing about Fission is you get the bottle and the cartridge. There is no messy powder or sticky syrup to make a mess out of. You just grab the bottle, screw in your cartridge flavor, then you have the perfect energy drink. And what's even more incredible is the cartridge has a dial from 0 to 10. You put it on 0, you're sipping water. You put it on 10, you have maximum strength flavor from your energy drink. We have Blue Magic, Send It, Nocturnal, and the Florida Man flavors. Send It is my flavor of choice. Stop being a fool, wasting your money and getting messy with other energy drinks. Go to my link in the description below to support the channel and try out Fission Energy with a discount today. Now I know what you're thinking. Aha, Dkayed, I finally got you. You clickbaiting fool. You are a clickbaiter, you dirty little clickbaiter, you. Well, look at this. This is a first place of a Meta Weekly. No Cyber Dragon. This is top 100 Case Cup Global. No Cyber Dragon. Drizzle's first place of an Anytime tournament. No Cyber Dragon. This guy loves Cyber Dragons. Levy San, first place Anytime tournament. No Cyber Dragon. Am I telling you the best way to play the deck is without Cyber Dragon? No, I am not. But there is a case to be made to maybe not even play Cyber Dragon based off of all of these players. Now, if we look at the Cyber Dragon breakdown, if we click on it, a lot of people are playing Cyber Dragon. We have 71% playing Cyber Dragon within a tournament and King of Games. If we click on just tournaments, it drops though. 57% are playing it at 1, 14% playing it at 2. So we are investigating. Maybe you don't even need Cyber Dragon for your Cyber Dragon deck. But if you want to look at a deck that does use Cyber Dragon, here is a good recent sample that is very similar to what we are playing. So there you go. Top 10 global with Cyber Dragon, just one, if you do want to play it. The biggest problem I had with this deck is everyone I played against that I beat was a salty, sore loser that would surrender. Almost every single player would surrender before I would even activate my Cyberload Fusion, before I even activate the Fusion Gate. They knew it was coming, they would surrender. It's something about this deck specifically, because I play so many different decks all day, every day. This just really stood out, where they would surrender, send themselves back to Fortnite before I could finish. I couldn't even summon this. I had to keep finishing it on my website, the replay, because I do want to teach you the plays. It's just so difficult to practice and show off this deck when they surrender before the combo. For example, live on stream while I'm reviewing this deck right now, I call a salty one live. Live salty catch. Because Cyber decks are cheap and require no skill. There you go. That's why people are surrendering before you beat them. A big part of this deck is understanding the interaction with Fusion Gate and the Cybernetic Fusion support. So Cybernetic Fusion support has two main purposes. Is a quick play spell that will drop your life points by half so that you could summon proto dragons onto the field. I'll tell you what that does and what that means. The second purpose is you get to now fusion summon just once that turn, and you get to choose when. You could use your graveyard, you could use your hand as part of the fusion summon where normally you can't. So right away, why not play Cyber Dragon? Well, Cyber Dragon can be considered a brick, but the biggest benefit of Cyber Dragon is that it is Cyber Dragon while in the hand and when banished. So the biggest change here by not playing it is you're not going to be able to use the Cybernetic Overflow to banish a Cyber Dragon from the hand to pop a card in the field. You're also not going to be able to use your Overload Fusion to return a banished Cyber Dragon to summon an Over Dragon. So what's the significance of that? Well, that means if you don't open up a core, if you don't summon a core, then you don't really have a good way to make the Over Dragon. But if you do have a core, because you're not playing the Cyber Dragon, I'm going to tell you how to play around it. So let's go. The main combo is going to go something like this. We're going to summon the core. We're going to search for Cybernetic Fusion support. Very good. We're going to use it, lose 2,000 life, and then we can activate Cyber Style to summon 2 Proto Dragons onto the field. Very good. We're going to activate Fusion Gate. Fusion Gate effect number 1. It can activate multiple times a turn. We're going to banish to make Rampage Dragon. Now, before you make the Rampage Dragon, make sure you set your overflow. Because when you set your overflow, the Rampage Dragon on summon could destroy your opponent's back rows and your own. Let's destroy our own back row on summon. Pop it. How would you pop your own back row? Well, now it's going to search for a Cyberload Fusion. So very good. It's a good way to search for it. So I just added it. It's not a core part of the combo to do this, but I added it just to show you that if you don't have the Cyberload Fusion, search it by popping the overflow. All right. So what do we do from here? We use the Rampage Dragon to mill 2 Cyber Dragons. This is where we would mill the regular Cyber Dragon, but we don't have it. So we're going to use the Fusion Gate to banish from the graveyard and make a twin, or you could make another Rampage Dragon. So twin requires 2 Cyber Dragons. Core is a Cyber Dragon in the grave or on the field. So let's just make a twin just to show you. Twinning is winning. If you instead make another Rampage Dragon, this would be a good idea to, let's pull this out real quick. Let's put it back in the extra. You could use the double Rampage Dragon to make a Parapsychroid. Psychroid is good for attacking directly. If you want to then follow up, make an Over Dragon, that's going to be massive. So you make the Psychroid, attack directly, and then go in. So right now, the game is bugged. You can't make the Psychroid with the 2 cores in the graveyard from the cores that we banished to make a Rampage Dragon. Not trying to confuse you, it's just bugged. So just make another Rampage Dragon, then use both Rampage Dragons to make the Psychroid if you want. Otherwise, hopefully you're still with me. The most important part about this field is you have a Cyber Dragon on the field. Because these Cyber Dragon cards that are banished, they're not Cyber Dragon. And to summon the Over Dragon, you need to have a Cyber Dragon plus other machines. So you attack 6 times with 3 plus 3. Then you do the ultimate Overload Fusion. So you do need a Cyber Dragon monster on the field to have the effect of being a Cyber Dragon on the field. Otherwise, you could play Cyber Dragon normally. Then you could use this while it's banished. Then you just return it all back in the deck. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to summon your Chimeratech Over Dragon. Now, 7 times 8 is going to be 5,600 attack. And then you attack for lethal or attack over their big monster. That is the main combo of the deck. And why or why not you should play Cyber Dragon. It makes the combo more consistent when you have the combo. But if you don't have the combo, you might have a Cyber Dragon which is bricking your hand. Now that you know the crazy Wombo combo, which could also summon a Cyber End Dragon instead of a Twin Dragon, which is 4,000 damage plus piercing plus a cutscene, that's very important to know. You could summon this instead of the Twin had you had another Cyber Dragon. For example, a Core. Core is core to the deck. On summon, it will search for either a Cyberload Fusion, the Quick Play Fusion, or the Cybernetic Fusion support, which will summon 2 Protos on the field, plus allow you to use your graveyard for fusion summoning with your Cyberload Fusion or your Fusion Gates. Or you could search for your Overflow. Overflow. More often I use its effect that people don't really know about, which is to destroy it with your Rampage Dragon, or destroy it with Storm. You storm your own Overflow to pop your opponent's back row, then you use it to search for a Cybernetic Fusion support, or search for a Cyberload Fusion. Otherwise, the main effect that everyone knows with it is you'll banish Cyber Dragons from your hand, fields, or graveyard whenever you want, preferably during your opponent's turn, to pop that many cards on the field, monster or back row, without targeting. Let's look at a really nutty turn 1 play against a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Let's hop into this. So if you're going first and you want to set up for a wham bam thank you ma'am, you could summon a Core, search for the card you're missing, grab a Cybernetic Fusion support, activate it, lose 2,000 life, Then you're going to Cyber Style 2 Protos onto the fields. And just like that, you could set this, set that. And then, during your opponent's turn, they could summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, set a Karma Cut, set a Karma Cut, set a Karma Cut. And what you could do is you could Cybernetic Overflow, pop the Blue Eyes, pop a Karma Cut by banishing your Cyber Dragon Proto and your Cyber Dragon Core. And then also during their end phase or just during their turn, you could activate this, return them back into the deck, and then summon a Rampage Dragon. Rampage Dragon will then on summon pop 2 cards on the field, pop the back row, pop the triple Karma Cut goodbye to all of you, and then on your turn, you're going to be activating the effect to mill any number 2 Cyber Dragon cards to perform a triple attack. Attack, 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 6,000 damage. Let's go. To make the deck more consistent, I'm playing Into the Void. You obviously do not have to play this. You can look on duellinksmeta.com for any ideas on how to play Cyber Dragons. So for replacement cards, I will be showing you what some other cards you could play. So if we look on the website, yeah, if you have Book of Moon, use it, sure. If you don't worry about it. You could use Cosmic Cyclone instead. Storm is great to pop your own trap, your Cybernetic Overflow. So I'll show you a quick little combo. You set the Overflow, you activate Storm, your opponent has 2 back row, you're only going to pop 1. Wrong. You're going to chain the Cybernetic Fusion support from your hand as Chain Link 2 to your Storm, so that what happens is the Cybernetic Fusion support, it's going to apply its effect but not go to the graveyard until the end of the Chain Links fully resolving. Well, right after that is the Storm resolving, so then it pops the Cybernetic Fusion support that's kind of floating there after it already resolved and did its effect, plus your Overflow. Now you pop 2 back row with some good value in the poppage. You got to use the effect and use it to pop an additional back row. So just to help you with cards that you're possibly missing, I'm gonna, skim through these, look at for any cards that you could be using. A lot of them are looking quite similar. You can play Offerings to the Doom. That's a good card to throw in your deck. Here's a deck that's playing Into the Void. These are top Casey Cup decks. I'm gonna talk about Herald of the Abyss in a second. You can play Fiendish Chain, play whatever back row you want. So you don't have to conform to this specific build. This is just how I prefer to play it because I like consistency and I want to make big plays. Herald of the Abyss is great if you go second. You pay 1,500 life, which will help with your skill. After you lose at least 2,000 life or more, you get to summon your Protos on the field. So the Herald of the Abyss will send a face-up monster to the graveyard plus deal damage to you, so then you could help summon your Protos. But it's not going to be enough on its own. This plus a Cosmic Cyclone would be a good combo to get 2 Protos on the field plus take out their back row and their monster. Dkayed, what about the Pair Psychroid? What the heck? When will you ever summon this? Well, for example, let's say they have really big monsters on the field. Let's say they have a Blue Eyes White Dragon plus an Azure Eyes. You're going to use your Fusion Gate to make the Pair Psychroid, possibly with the effect of the Fusion support using 2 monsters of the same name. Then after the Pair Psychroid attacks for 1,600 directly, because that's the effect, you're going to follow up with the Cyberload Fusion, hopefully making an Over Dragon big enough to attack over the attack position Blue Eyes, enough for lethal. I'm coming back with the math with you real quick. So when you attack directly with the Psychroid dealing 1,600 damage, you're going to need 7 monsters that are banished or on the field, plus one of them being a Cyber Dragon, so it's probably going to have to be on the field if you're not playing a regular Cyber Dragon. Then you get to summon the Chimeratech Over Dragon with at least 7 materials. That is enough to attack over the Blue Eyes for lethal. If you want to lean towards being a bit more free to play, maybe up the storms to 3, you could play this very funny card, Abyss Scorn. What this does is when the set card is sent to the graveyard, you target a monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard, don't destroy it. So you could Storm it, you could Rampage Dragon it, because Rampage Dragon's quite small. It's small. So you want to set the Abyss Scorn, pop your own Abyss Scorn so that you get to remove your opponent's monster essentially by sending it to the graveyard, or you could Storm it. That's the deck, the updated way to play Cyber Dragons with no Cyber Dragon. Choose to play it if you want, but you don't even need it. Love it. Fools. I think we're definitely doing this. We could pop the Overflow to grab another Fusion. But what's that gonna be good for? It's not good for anything. Let's get Cyber Styling. The Overflow is gonna stay. Fusion Gates. Mate. Do we want to pop the Overflow?
I activate a field spell.
We summon a Rampage. And I think we're just going to do it like this. Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
I fusion summon a monster. Cower before
Let's actually pop it. Let's actually pop it.
Dragon's effect activates. My trap activates.
Let's grab a Cyberload Fusion. Okay. And then we'll make a twin. Make a twin. Twinning is winning. Gotta get creative with this deck. Twin for the win. Let's go. Twinning is winning. Okay. We queue? I think we queue. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. No quick plays in his hand. Looks like we got this. We poppin' that. We poppin' that. Come on, buddy. What else you got? Whoa, we poppin' that. We poppin' it all. We poppin' off.
You won't escape from me.
Oh, no. If he pops the Cyberload Fusion, oh, okay, go straight to battle. That's fine. That is fine. Now we fine. Okay. I don't know if he'd have a Sphinx or something large. Let's see if he summons anything. Let's Cyberload Fusion. We could have protected if we wanted to pop that. So we're going to return you, and return you. Come forth. Rampage Dragon. Pop. Pop, 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 pop. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. That is how you play Cyber Dragons. You want to wipe out all of their back row. You saw that crazy setup. Of course, he's not going to allow us to get to the other turn where we have attack, 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 attack. If you want to, if you're brave within the battle phase, you could have also popped the field spell to stop his boost, but I'm not sure what could have been summoned. Maybe he could have summoned a Sphinx afterward, but there you go. That is how you want to set up with Cyber Dragons. Wipe out all their back row. We could have had an Overflow, but we popped it to search for the Cyberload Fusion so that we could Rampage get poppin'. Absolutely nuts. And then on our turn, the Rampage Dragon's going to send Cyber Dragons to the graveyard to triple attack. Very nice. Well, this is why we need Book of Moon, because we're that unlucky. We have to play Book of Moon for when we go first every single game. Let's go. Flash Gaming 92, thank you for the 10 months, 2 months away from officially becoming a Gia. Thank you for the 1 year almost.
This will work. I summon a monster.
I think it might be okay to allow him to make his Water Dweller because we will go in on him next turn, hopefully. We get Heralds of the Abyss it, and that should be lit. Yep. The Moon Lad, thank you for the 21 months, 3 months away. 3 months away from Ascendant. Territory of the Sharks. So now he's got the attack squad. We're going to have to probably flip down the Dweller. We're going to have to flip down the Dweller. Now we do. Now things have been changed up a bit. We're going to book it. Book the Dweller. Down to 14 you go. Didn't even want to attack because of our skill. Very good. You should not have attacked. Amazing. Goodbye, Floodgate Trap Hole. Fusion, gate, mate. Let's do this. What are you? You're a sea serpent water. Sea serpent water. Water. Sea serpent. That's right. Fusion. Gate. Mate.
You don't know what you have.
That's all it takes to win. Nice.